Hello everyone, I'm Morgan, and today I want to talk to you about 3 short stories that I thought were great. So the first one I want to talk to you about is They Belong Only to Themselves by Brendan Taylor. So Brendan Taylor is now kind of known for having written Real Life that blew up last year and I really loved. But he also wrote this short story, pretty short, that I enjoyed a lot. So it's about this guy, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's about this guy who goes to a party and he goes, like, he doesn't know a lot of people actually at that party, but there is this girl and this guy that kind of hits on him, but he's not sure because he's with his girlfriend, so he's like, is he gay, is he not, like, who knows. And his girlfriend also talks to him and she's like super nice, and something happens like between them. So like, it's very short obviously, but I think it was very similar to Real Life in some points, obviously, which is what you would expect a lot of times from short stories. And I guess he wrote it before Real Life, so you can see some of the same themes. And I loved Real Life like so much. It was one of my favorite books, and like, I think I put it on the first spot, really, like the best of the best. But yeah, this short story was really cool, and I think we often forget that our favorite authors also have short stories. So if you wanted something more by Brendan Taylor until his new short story collection comes out, you can read this. It's super good, and I really liked actually the girlfriend character, so because he mentioned how she's one of those people that can just easily adapt to anyone and make them feel comfortable, and you can see that she really cares. And I feel like maybe I'm that person usually, like, I've been told, and so I really like that. It's just in general, like, his writing is beautiful, so yeah, that was really good. Then I read Mr. Celery by Sally Rooney. Actually nowadays it's sold as like 2 stories, and you can even find the audiobook for 2 short stories, like Mr. Celery and another one that I don't know, but I just read Mr. Celery and I really liked it. So Sally Rooney has already become like one of my favorite writers. I mean, she only has written 2 novels, but I definitely love them so much, Normal People and Conversation with Friends. But this one actually, like, it was very good, but it's also a little bit disturbing, which is a theme I feel like in her novels. So sometimes like the relationships are always a bit complicated, and here that was really it. So you follow this woman who is pretty young, I don't remember, like 20 something, and she has this link with this older guy who I think is a friend of her father, or maybe not, I don't remember. Like, anyway, he's an older man, and it's like he's kind of her uncle but not really, and so and she's always wanted to be with him, but she spent a lot of time with him growing up, from what I understood. And it's about her, like, later she comes back to the city, like, that she comes from, and she sees him and they go for dinner, I guess, or something, and she really wants him, but at first, like, he resists, but then I think they do something, like, I don't know. It was really interesting. It was good. It was short, but yeah, a little disturbing, but I don't know, not in a bad way I think, but still disturbing. And then the last one I read was A Dead Djinn in Cairo by P. Djèli Clark, which is the first book in the series. So the first book is like a short story, then you have a novella, and now he just came out with A Master of Djinn, which is a novel. So I'm really excited to, like, read all of that, but so far I've read just the short story, which is the first, and it follows this woman who is a detective in Cairo, so in Cairo, just in Cairo, whatever. And like, she faces a lot of misogyny in Cairo, which is not great, but like what you would expect, honestly, for Egypt, unfortunately. So and she has to catch someone who has been killing, so they keep finding these, I don't know if it's like people or actual creatures that they're finding dead, but they're finding dead bodies anyway. And I think actually the short story opens when they find the first dead body and she has to go to see it. and yeah, she has to investigate, and it's really interesting, and you don't know who did it, and there's something to do with the Guild of Angels or something. I don't remember, but exactly. But it was very interesting, and yeah, very very good writing. P.J. Clark can write, and just I could really imagine Cairo and the Djinns, because at one point she goes to interrogate one angel to his place, and it just, all the buildings and the stuff just sounded amazing. Like, I want to see that so much. And that's why I love in books, like when the setting is that good, that well described, and also yeah, just super super good. So yeah, I highly recommend you check out all of the 3 short stories that are so quick to read. And next time I will be talking to you about 5 Penguin modern classics that I have. I will talk to you about these 5 that I found at a used bookstore, because usually I love this edition actually, but the Penguin Moderns, but they cost too much I think for what they are, but I did find them for only €2 this time, so I was very happy. So you have Lens by Vladimir Nabokov, The Duke in His Domain by Truman Capote, The Distance of the Moon by Italo Calvino, Dark Days by James Baldwin, and The Garden of Forking Paths by Jorge Borges. So really excited to read these, and yeah, and to report back. So that's all I had to say for today. Yeah, please tell me if you've read any of these short stories also, and if you also like them, or if you want to read them now after hearing me talk about them. I would love to know. But anyway, that's all for me for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye!
Dream I know, deep up my feelings.